there's something that I need to share. And it's something that I've noticed for a very long time, but just currently, just recent events that's happened that really highlight this point. But the political brain rot, that's the term that I'm gonna use. The political brain rot in America is just horrible, if I'm being honest with you. Very disappointing, very sad. I think America, in so many ways, is the pinnacle of what a country and a society should be, what a culture should be. But it's like, I'm not sure how long that's going to be for, or how I'm feeling. Not, because you have the politicians that suffer from political brain rot. There's been a lot of dumb, in my personal opinion, and really anyone with like a functioning brain, a lot of dumb stuff posted by like the White House, which as the White House, you should be professional as you can be, as respectful as you can be. There's been a lot of like AI stuff. I'm not even gonna get into that, okay? So look, the reason why I'm making this video is because of 2 deaths I want to highlight, okay? 2 people have died due to political brain rot. And the reactions of 2 different sides really highlights how bad it is in the American people's minds, okay? Because you have the politicians, right? It's very obvious that a lot of politicians don't necessarily, that they aren't the best, right? But what I kind of want to highlight is just the American people. The average American is extremely concerning. The culture that Americans live in. I feel like every American is anti-America, is anti-American. That's what it feels like. How are we going to make this country better whenever everyone is anti-America and anti-American and anti-American rights? So the 2 deaths I want to highlight is the Charlie Kirk assassination and the recent death of a protester. I forgot his last name. It just happened. I know his first name was Alex. He was a 37-year-old nurse, I believe. Both of these men were unjustly killed. Charlie Kirk, very obvious. He was having a conference like how he normally does and debates college students on different topics, and then he got assassinated due to his political beliefs. This recent one, a protester named Alex, he was protesting ICE raids, and it escalated. They pepper sprayed him, put him on the ground. There was about 6 ICE agents, give or take, beating him up after they pepper sprayed him. He had a gun on his hip that, from what I saw with my own 2 eyes, from watching the video at different angles, he didn't reach for. A ICE agent grabbed his gun and took it away, so the Alex did not have his gun. He did not pose a threat to these ICE agents. The word gun was yelled out. One of the ICE agents proceeded to grab a gun, shot him probably about 10 times or so in the back, and killed him, just flat out. No threat to him. He didn't reach for his gun. His hands was on the ground, his knees was on the ground, and he got basically publicly executed because the ICE agent in question was just scared, I believe, whenever he heard gun fired, which is horrible. That shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't go on. That shouldn't be, like that's completely horrible and terrifying. But both of these men, they got killed for slightly different reasons. But the bulk of it was Charlie Kirk got killed because of his political influence and his political beliefs. The other man, he was protesting, and the protest escalated, got a little bit physical, and the ICE agents just killed him without him being a threat. Now, what I want to highlight is the reactions to these two different people dying. So I've had people in real life tell me that Charlie Kirk deserved to die, which is insane. It's insane that just because someone has a political opinion and they are very influential politically, and they have a large influence, that they deserve to die, and just because you disagree with them. I'm not exactly 100% aware of all of Charlie Kirk's political takes, but it really doesn't matter. To be honest with you, I was a fan of him years ago. I kind of got bored of him because he kept on debating college students that were like, Charlie Kirk was here and they were here. So even if the college students had good points, he would always dominate the debate. And so it was very uninteresting after a while, even though I agreed with most of what he said and I disagreed with a little bit with what he said. I stopped watching him years ago because I found it intellectually boring, because I just felt like the people he was debating was not on his skill level of debating. So it doesn't matter what points they had, they would have got demolished in the debate sense. But from my knowledge, he was a moderate, conservative, Christian commentator, political commentator. He wasn't extreme. He was just a regular conservative political commentator that had a lot of influence. A lot of people resonated with what he believed, and he got killed for it. Now, there's going to be a lot of insane people out there, but it's not really on the assassinator, which that's a different discussion. This discussion is more about the reaction, and most specifically how a lot of people believe that Charlie Kirk deserved to die. We live in a country where there's so many people, millions of people, where if you die and you were not on their team, political team, then you deserved it. With this Alex event, this protester that got killed like yesterday, I believe, a lot of people are saying, well, he had a gun, but he didn't reach for the gun, he didn't brandish the gun, he didn't threaten anyone with the gun. He had his right as an American citizen to have a gun. He had a permit for his gun, which if you're pro-America and pro-American rights, you shouldn't be saying that that's an excuse. Just because someone is armed doesn't mean they deserve to die. Simply. There's so many people that it's just very frustrating. Because from my perspective, I share my political viewpoints sometimes, and everyone hates me. I say that Charlie Kirk doesn't deserve to die. I get immediate feedback saying he did deserve to die because, and then they say it's bullshit, like he's racist, sexist, fascist, whatever. Even if he was, he didn't deserve to die. The morality of this country is just plummeted. I haven't really met anyone in real life since it's such a recent event that had this take, but there's so many people on the internet where if you say this protester Alex didn't deserve to die, they will tell you that you are a brainwashed libtard or whatever the hell, and that he did deserve to die because he was protesting and he had a gun on him, which is ridiculous. If you believe in the Second Amendment, which a lot of these people who are Trump supporters and a lot of these people who saying that he did deserve to die would normally, you would think, be yelling out to the heavens how the Second Amendment is so important, which I don't disagree with, but he had his gun legally. He didn't use it. He didn't threaten anyone with it, and he got shot around 10 times in the back. I say I'm not supportive of illegal immigration. I'm not pro illegal immigration. I'm not anti deportation, but I say the way that the current how our government is currently treating deportation and mass deportation is way too aggressive and assertive, and morally evil, to put it bluntly. If a government official came up to me telling me to give him my ID and all of my identification, I don't want to do that. And I don't think any American citizen should be forced to do that. I think there's a lot better ways to go about deportation. I understand that Joe Biden, he went on a whole different extreme, basically opening up our borders, which is not good either. But if I express that, I have people on both sides basically telling me that I'm basically like, everyone hates me basically. People, whenever I say I'm not pro illegal immigration, people act as if I'm an evil Trump supporter. Whenever I say I extremely dislike how our government is currently going about mass deportation, people look at me as if I'm, some sort of brainwashed woke person who believes our borders should be open. I believe what I believe. I say it, and everyone, it doesn't matter who you are. It's like there's two teams, and if you ain't on my team, then you're evil, basically. Even though no one thinks for themselves, I feel like everyone just watches TikTok, and whenever someone on their team says something, they just agree with it. I had a conversation with one of my friends that I knew ever since like 6th grade. He said the American border should be open, and America shouldn't have borders, which is absolutely ridiculous. You wouldn't put that standard on any other country. You are clearly not pro-immigration. You are anti-America at that point. Anyways, my point is, as an American, it's very concerning how American people and American culture is so like brainwashed and politically brain-rotted, and their brains don't work, and everyone is anti-America, and that's just how it feels like. Right now, I currently feel like America is the best country in the world, but to be honest with you, I don't know how long that's going to last. I don't know how long I'm going to live here with the current culture that most Americans seem to have. Well, not most Americans, but too much for it to be too many Americans have this mindset that I'm not sure how long I want to live here. I'm not sure how long our government is going to turn into something that completely goes against American values. I'm just posting this video because, does anyone understand what I'm saying? Because it seems like everywhere you go, you just have these two sides, and they're both politically brain-rotted and brainwashed, and both of them are anti-America. And it's like, does anyone view America the way that I view it? Because it just doesn't really seem like it. It seems like you have to be anti-America or else you're evil. Either side, no matter how much they say they are pro-America, there's no way that you can say that you're pro-American and then say a protester deserved to get executed in broad daylight, even though they did not pose a threat. There's no way that you're pro-America and you think that ICE agents going around and forcing everyone to give up their identification. There's no way that you think mass surveillance and the lack of privacy in America is pro-American. Like, everyone is so, on both sides, are so completely politically brain rotted that it's very frightening. How someone can die for completely unjust reasons, and morally no one can just accept that neither of them deserve to die. And it was horrible and evil that they did die. You know, I haven't posted in a while because my computer is I need to upgrade my computer, to be honest with you. But I don't know when I'm have the extra money to upgrade my computer, and I've been basically dying to upload on YouTube. I didn't really want to show my face, but I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna make a video with my iPhone and post it on YouTube because I just need to. I need to post on YouTube. Be honest with you. I need to get my thoughts and my opinions out there. I need to, grow on YouTube because this is really what I want to do as a. This is how I really want to start building my career through YouTube. So I'm just gonna do it through my iPhone right now. Hopefully in the next month or so, I upgrade my computer where I'm able to do, make more variety, different content. I don't want to really become a political commentator. This is something that I had to rant about because it's very disgusting. Anyways, let me know what you think. Have a great day, and if you're American, be pro-American. Don't be so politically brain rotted. Bye.